Hi, here we have another question from Iranian Mathematical Olympiad round number 1, year 1997. The question is, assume that 9x plus 5y is divisible by 11. To ensure that 10x plus ky is also divisible by 11, what value k should be? The first round of Iranian Mathematical Olympiad is made of multiple choice questions. You have approximately 6 to 8 minutes per question. So here you can pause and maybe spend 5 to 10 minutes, try to solve this exercise, and then come back and see the solution. Okay, so first we talk about divisibility. We say 3 divides 9. We show it by this symbol. When we say 3 divides 9, it means that 9 can be written as 3 multiplied to something. In this case, the something is another 3. Another example, we say n divides 2n. That is true, because we can write 2n is equal n multiply something, this something is 2. Based on this, the question tells us that 11 divides 9x plus 5y. Also, we know that 11 divides 10x plus ky. The question is, what should be the value of k? All right, first we look at some properties of divisibility. Let's say we say c divide a and c divide b. We can have several conclusions out of this. First one is that if c divides a, we can immediately say that c also divides an integer multiply a, ma. Same way, obviously c also divide nb, so another integer multiply to b, because we have this statement. Now if c divides ma, c divides nb, we can also say that c divides addition of these two, ma plus nb. So if c divide a, c divide b, we can immediately conclude that c also divide ma plus nb. From the question, we know that 11 divides 9x plus 5y. We also know that 11 divides 11, so it also divides 11 multiplied to something, x plus y here. Okay, so 11 divides 9x plus 5y. 11 also divides this one, so we can conclude that 11 divides the addition of these two. So 11 divides 20x, 11 plus 9 is 20, 5 plus 11 is 16y. So 11 divides 20x plus 16y. This is very important conclusion that we obtained so far. Now we continue. We have some other properties for divisibility. If C divides P times Q, and we know that C and P are prime with respect to each other, they don't have any common divisible. In that case, we can conclude that C divides Q. For example, we can say that 3 divides 30, we know this, but 30 can be written as 5 times 6. We know that 3 and 5, they are prime with respect to each other. They don't have any common divisible. Therefore, we can conclude that 3 divides 6, which is obviously correct. We obtained from the previous slide that 11 divides 20x plus 16y, but this one we can factor 2. So we can say 11 divides 2 times 10x plus 8y, but we know that 11 and 2 are prime with respect to each other. Therefore, we can conclude that 11 divides 10x plus 8y. This is another important conclusion. I wrote it here. Okay, from this one, we know that 11 divides 10x plus 8y. From the question, we also know that 11 should divide 10x plus ky. So 11 should also divide the subtraction of these two. Okay, so we subtract this one from this. 11 divides k minus 8 times y. Another property of the divisibility is that any integer divides 0. Why this is the case? Because we can write 0 as this integer multiply another number, which we can put that another number as 0. So 0 is always equal to that. Therefore, c divides 0, any integer divides 0. So here we have 11 divide a number that we have here. In order to make this one always correct, we can make this one equal to 0. If this is 0, this is always true. So if that one wants to be 0, k, we can put it 8, and this one will become 0. Because y is a variable, it changes. So that one cannot be always 0. but k, if it is equal to 8, this side becomes 0, and therefore this equation is correct. Therefore, the correct answer is option D. K is equal 8. Let's see what we have learned. Know and be able to use basic theorems of number theory. For example, we say C divides A. This is equivalent to say A is equal C multiply another number. We know that any integer divides 0. If C divides A, we can immediately conclude that C also divides any integer multiply A. C divide A, C divide B, we can conclude that C divide an integer multiply A plus another integer multiply B. And if C divides P times Q, and we know that C and P are prime with respect to each other, we can conclude that C divides Q. Alright, so here is the end of the video. I hope that you learned something new. See you next time. Bye.